The things, if you saw the pictures, you saw the big building that used to be here, the big market house. So that burned and came down in 1960. But it was built
1960.
1960. And that building was the second market house, and it was built in the late 19th century. So I think 1887. I might be wrong about that. Somewhere around there.
Was it brick?
It was brick. Yeah, and I've got. Let me pull up the picture
I haven't
for you.
pulled it on the pictures
Let's
yet.
pull up. That's the.
There were a lot of them.
Yeah. So.
Look at the baby. Look at the baby.
This building.
Yeah. I got all my bars.
Suzanne says, "Hey, she's
Hey,
can't
Suzanne.
be here, but hey,
It burned
shit.
in 1960.
1960, and it came down. But just to get an idea, it was from here all the way up to Union. So
It
this
was
is a
huge.
big,
It
long
was the whole thing,
building.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And inside it were butchers and florists and
So
fish,
was it like you see in the European markets where
Yes.
it's stalls and
meats. Yeah.
So it was mostly open.
Produce.
I mean,
Produce.
There
Like
was open floor plan.
Yeah,
with
they had stalls.
yeah.
Yeah, and early on they would. There are pictures I'll show you as we go of farmers lining up here, and I guess horizontal, not horizontal, but not vertical. Angled parking. There you go. Angled parking.
Parallel.
Not parallel.
Parallel
Not parallel. Angled parking. Diagonal parking. There we go.
do they park the horses like that?"
And there, yeah, first it was horses, and then it was cars, and if you didn't want to pay for a stall, you could be outside.
It was this.
So it was the first indoor mall.
There you go. Yeah, there's some diagonal parking.
Angle parking.
That's so nice how you hold that.
I assume
ready
it
for
was all
Vanna's
year
time.
round. I mean, it was kind of the grocery store, downtown.
Well, that's
so. And today, the farmers market today is there, and this is my favorite part of the whole thing is
Y'all need to learn to
because
dream
the
big.
people who donated the land, which was William Swan and Joseph Mabry, Mabry House, Mabry Hazen House, they donated the land to the city for the purpose of a market house, and they stipulated in the deed that it always had to provide space for farmers and for produce. And so in the 60s, after the farmers market burned down, the city kind of did a redevelopment program, and we've talked about how downtown was starting to unravel because of cars, and West Town Mall was built in 1972. Well, in an effort to kind of save downtown or keep it retail vital, they did some redevelopment programs, and one of them is the promenade on the back of Gay Street where the parking deck is. There's some back entries there where they had retail, and they put huge, really long overhangs over the wide sidewalk, or really wide overhangs on the wide sidewalk on Gay Street, and called it the Gay Way. And then over here they had these like toadstools on a stick, like these umbrellas, and and there's a picture, yes.
If you overparked with a horse, did you get a ticket?
Probably, I'm sure. And so,
I doubt,
unless
not
you're
back
me,
then.
and
They spray painted your horse.
Unless you have
They
unless you have parking angels.
yeah, right. So when all that was happening, the city tried to sell Market Square to a developer, and they got, I guess, down the road a little bit, and found this reversion in the deed, and the heirs of Mabry and Swan presumably were like, yeah, sure, sell it. Do you know what I mean? Because if it does, if you can't sell it, it has to revert back to the heirs. So that's why we have a Market Square.
And thank God Chilhowie Park had the same provision, right?
It does not have the same provision, but that's an interesting point, because when everything, here we go, talking about politics again, aren't we, Brian?
Not me. Not me.
When all the controversy about Chilhowie Park came up, I looked at the deed, and I don't know, I didn't find one. Maybe there is one, but there's definitely newspaper articles where Sturkey gave the property, or worked out the deal. I don't think he gave it to him. I think he sold it. Maybe it was $100,000. I can't remember, but worked out the deal, conveyed it to the city for the purpose of a park. So,
But you know, when that came up during Chahowee Park, the city never refuted what the community said about the fact it should always be a park.
yeah.
That's why I kind of think that maybe there was a provision, but
Yeah.
Maybe
Well, I don't know
not.
if it was in the deed, but yeah.
So the,
I don't know.
down here, though, the toadstool thing never.
The toadstool thing was
Yeah.
here. It
Yeah,
was
it was
here. It
here.
was here in my time. I think
It was
they only
here.
took it down. Like, I think it wasn't. It was here. I don't think it was here by the time I was in high school.
This.
But yeah, here's the toadstools. Yeah, you can see them.
what
This
year
is
was
the
that?
top of them. There's another picture that's a little bit better. So you can see across on the other side. This is what they look like.
Yeah, they were in the over and
It provided pretty much contiguous shelter then.
Yes.
See, here's what it would look like from the sidewalk view.
Oh.
Yeah,
Canopies, yeah.
but they were very mid-mod. I remember the canopies over Gay Street, though.
Yeah, that was the gay way. And there's
Yeah,
a
I
picture.
remember that.
That's what they called it. The
Couldn't
gay
call
way.
it that way now. I couldn't call it that now.
So let's head over and let's just start at 1 and go around and look at
Cool.
all different.
Whoop, sorry.
Inside the market building, there were no permanent residents. There were just stalls.
Just stalls, and upstairs there was like a public hall, and my
Like a
grandmother.
mezzanine? Or
No, like a floor up there.
Oh.
And my grandmother said that they used to go to dances there. They would have like
Really?
like an event space up there.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah. Walk backwards. I'm not really talking till we get down here to 1.
She was answering a question which is on the video. Said, I'm gonna put it on my blog, yeah, and I'll send y'all the link later. The only one that went fiasco was Depot. The only one that went fiasco was Depot when I tried to put a microphone on her. Apparently, I still have to stay close if I put a microphone on her. I didn't stay
So I
close.
remember what all this was.
Yeah.
I bet there was a Watson somewhere near not Watson, but I'm just guessing.
I'm telling you, that was my lunch.
Was it?
place in the 80s. I went there and shopped there all the time during my lunch hour.
I saw some young lady trying on her bridal gown right there in the front of the window at 5 o'clock today.
I don't think I'd want to just do that right there in the front window.
Well, I mean, it was fully
No,
on.
I understand, but I just think everybody watching me, you know.
No.
And I remember when this was called the Blakely.
Oh, really?
This was the Blakely in the 80s.
What was it? It was an
It was a
apartment?
hotel and it was a bar, and everybody at Little hung out at the Blakely.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. Everybody after work went to the Blakely.
Okay, so there's a picture of the Peter Kern Confectionery on that thing. We'll let people get together. Are you going to be my photo?
She'll be the photo. She'll be the photo.
Yeah, I'll. You know,
It's the Peter what?
Peter Kern Confectionery Company. So,
Is it?
this Peter Kern. Yeah, this building. And now it's got the Oliver Hotel and Tupelo Honey. And Rebecca was saying that in the 80s and 90s it was the Blakely Hotel and there was a bar called the Blakely and the Whittle people would hang out here.
The
Yep.
little people?
Whittle Communications.
Oh,
So this is
how about the
where
little
That's what
people?
it looked like.
Kern's Bakery.
A nice way to
And this
say
is
that.
the predecessor of Kern's Bakery. Yeah.
Confectionery
So it was
company
yeah.
preceded the bakery?
Yeah, this is Peter Kern.
Literally straight up 81. So you can see a sign that says Canada 10
So did they go from here to Chapman?
right up the street.
Or was it Chapman always like
No,
Kern's
Chapman-
Food Hall? Same thing? Is it same?
Same
family?
thing, yeah, but it started here.
Right. And so it went from here to there?
I don't know if there's another in between. But
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah
So is
but
the Oliver where Patricia Neal always stayed when she came back to town?
That's
That's what
that's
I've
that's
heard,
the
yeah.
story.
Yeah.
Okay.
And it
That's-
was like right now it's the Oliver Hotel, but for a while it was the Hotel St. Oliver.
Yeah.
But I knew it first as the Blakely Hotel.
Yeah.
So
Oh my God, look at that little one. She's just
She's
trying
hol-
to keep up.
She's holding on to the stroller though.
So then we'll go next door here. And number 5, this is number 1, Market Square. And I
Okay.
believe number 5 is probably here. The Royale is probably 5.
So is that this one?
You can go through the back of this one and it takes you, you can go to the library.
Hmm.
Oh.
Yeah, you have to go in off the
You go in off the street.
back, yeah.
Yeah, we ate
Okay.
This is a great place to eat.
And I think this was the entrance, the hotel entrance.
Oh, okay.
No, this is where we ate with Beth and I.
Right.
But we're staying over in February.
Somebody cooked a nice surprise for us for our wedding.
Well, not really a surprise, but
But I
yeah.
think that was the old hotel.
One of her favorite
Oh my God,
people
there's
is
one
performing
tree up
at the
there.
bistro.
But the number 5 here, which is now the Oliver Royale, was in 1910 a soft drink company.
A what company?
Soft drinks.
Soft drink company.
Soft drink company. And then in 1920, it was a lawyer, Tillman Lewis. Tillman
I wonder if it's any
Morton
kin to
Lewis
Tillman.
King and Creek.
In 1930, it was CW and Company. It was a produce company.
Oh wow.
Yeah. And Rebecca has just showed a picture of it at some point, I think maybe in 38.
No, I gotta go back. Sorry,
And
I
it's just an old picture of the building and it was yet something else. But
Huh.
I always just remember it.
Is it this one? Yeah,
Nice.
this one. Which it looks the same. I mean, except they painted it and incorporated it into Oliver. So what is Scarborough and Scarborough?
I don't know. It's this one.
Probably a father and son.
Maybe they were a singing group.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
Law-
There you go.
Lawyers?
Yeah.
Yeah. Are we going to? I'm just kidding.
Let's just make sure.
Scarborough
Father and
Fair.
son.
We can make some stuff. All right, let's go.
Father and son, brothers. Who knows?
How did they, it seems pretty, those are 10 years apart, right? 1910,
Yeah.
1920, 1930.
Yeah.
It's kind of, I think of downtowns as being office buildings, not soda pop bottling plants.
Yeah.
And then a law firm. And
That moves in.
Kinda,
And then it's
Inconsistent,
produce.
yeah.
Yeah. It's a mixed bag. So this is 7. I'm going to tell you that.
Oh, okay.
So this is number 7.
Okay.
And number 7 in 1910 was Salmon's Auctioneer.
Oh,
In 1920, it was John Rogers Lawyer. In 1930, it was, here's one, Lusk Ayers Department Stores of Dry Goods.
oh.
And upstairs was LL Coffee. And I don't know what Mr. Coffee.
He might have been in a coffee.
But we could research some of these in the.
like the
Yeah.
drink.
Yeah.
Is that for sale? Oh, it is.
Like the drink.
It's a cool store to go in.
I've been in that for a party. When it was a private residence.
Okay, number 9. Now, just keep in mind that some of these buildings, some of these businesses expanded and contracted across different, they would take the neighbor and expand into it, so they go through the wall.
Kinda like in a mall when
Close
they-
up the
right,
wall,
right.
kind of, yeah. So, this is number 9. And in 1910, it was C.W. and Company, C.W. Henderson and Company Produce. And hold on to your hat, Rebecca. Not that you're wearing one. But in 1920, it was. Let me find it. Sorry. Still okay. So it was then C.W. Henderson Seeds.
Okay.
And then in 1930, maybe hold on to your hat later because I could have had it wrong.
Thanks for
No, I had it. Number 9 through 11. So there was was Ira A. Watson Company Dry Goods.
Oh, there you
So
go.
the predecessor of Watson's.
So
Ira
9 through 11.
Dry Goods. So 9 through 11.
Wow.
1930.
Watson's,
Was Watson's
the department store
the
that I used to shop
dry
at.
The
goods.
bargain basement was
Later.
That was where I spent every day during my lunch hour shopping.
And it was Ira, and not just Watson.
Our Watson moved to Pleasant Ridge Warehouse, and then they moved down to Hayfield and Sur Lake, which is
Oh, yeah. Jewelry TV.
Jewelry TV
Yeah?
building.
Oh, yeah.
So what was it? What was
So number
Wow.
11 in 1910 was, okay, I'm going to attempt this. It was John Wanger. John Leichtenwanger, grocer.
Oh, nice.
And upstairs was J.W. Renshaw and S.W. Franklin, Mrs. S.W. Franklin boarding. So they were boarding upstairs.
Huh.
And then in 1920,
So it was an Airbnb.
yeah,
The facade we see along here, how long has it been like? Is this a retro look or?
I think, yeah. I mean,
I think there may have been some changes, but for the most part, it's original.
and
This was from 1910.
yeah, 1910. This was in 1930. This was Ira Watson Dry Goods.
But the
I don't
building.
even know when these buildings were built.
Oh,
Have
these.
the buildings been here since 1910 or before?
I think some
Because-
of them before. Yeah, I mean, and I have the sandboards in here. I can show you.
Well, you were talking about the first market
The market house.
house burned, and then the second market house burned. I just assumed they were made out of wood. And
So that's 1884. So you can see in 1884, it's pretty well. I mean, I don't know if these
This
were the
was
same
probably
buildings, but
been
it was certainly
late
you could
The
square.
footprint was the same.
It was a square, a retail square for sure.
So do we know when whoever you said it was, Mabry and Swans or whatever, when that exchange took place, when they gave it to the city, but said the city,
1854.
1854. So these
Yeah.
could be really early, potentially. some
Right.
of them.
Yeah, the earliest Sanborn is 1884. So. Okay. So number 13.
This was actually I think, the front door of Watson's department store, right?
Yeah, I was saying it expands. You know, a lot of these expand.
Yeah. Yeah.
So in 1913, this was Daly and Gates Harness Makers.
Oh, horses
Hold on
running.
to my hat.
Then later,
Horses.
Her boyfriends lived here.
Yeah. And then in
When they left,
19...
where did she live now?
It's all about me. And then in 1920, this was Market Hardware and Harness Company. That's where they sold harnesses.
Still carrying on harnesses.
Still having harnesses.
Well, I mean, horses and stuff downtown were around in
20s.
or
Maybe
a little
later,
later.
yeah.
My dad remembered them, the ice wagons and stuff.
Oh yeah, he did?
Yeah, he was born in 31.
So in 1930, this was Low Armstrong Hardware Company. So this is where
So
hardware.
they got rid of harnesses in 30.
We'll go over to- Okay, number 15 in 19 Hall shoes.
Is that like Paul and then Paul Brown maybe later?
Maybe. Number 15 in 1920. Snyder and Harvey Clothing. And in 1930, Snyder and Harvey Dry Goods.
Snyder and Harvey stayed around for a while.
Yeah.
Now the Chamber's trying to get out of here, right?
Yeah.
This is 17.
They're going to the Emporium, aren't they?
Well, they were going somewhere off Sutherland, but that deal fell through.
Oh.
Chamber.
Oh, yeah. So, number 17 here, that is now the Chamber, was McDaniel and Alt Grocers
Oh,
and J.A. Gibbs Boarding upstairs. Boarding house upstairs. And in
Nice.
They ever sell this building?
1920, in 1920, number 17 was R.T. Lyons Grocer.
a lot of grocery.
You just came. This is where you did all your shopping. Hardware,
This
grocery.
is every year, hardware, grocery, harness.
Probably only came once a month.
The one they were buying?
Number 19. This one's changed. E.T., which I assume is East Tennessee Packing Company Meats.
Oh, nice.
What meats?
East Tennessee
Meats.
packing.
Oh,
Meat packing.
meat, but not
East
meat
Tennessee?
packing.
No.
Yeah, East
Well, it
Tennessee.
moves
This one they've definitely
Move to
changed.
South
It's
Knoxville.
modern.
And upstairs, more boarding houses.
Yeah.
Oh
So
man,
they
wouldn't
had
you love to
businesses
board
downstairs
above a
and boarding
packing
up.
house?
Would you like to board above it?
A lot of these were upstairs boarding.
Yeah.
I love the windows on the next one.
In 1920, this was East Tennessee Packing Company, and upstairs, Miss Bessie Gee Boarding.
Boarding.
Boarding, yeah.
Airbnb.
Boarding. And then,
Miss Bessie's boarding.
yeah. And then it's still East Tennessee Meats in
Well, they were
1930.
Wow.
still around in the 80s and 90s.
In this
South
building?
In South Knoxville.
In South
They were
Knoxville.
Selecto Meats.
Okay.
Oh, I
They
remember
went by,
that.
and they were kind of like where you go down Sevier, where Trimble is there on the left, right
Yeah.
in there next to that. That was East Tennessee Packing
Okay.
in South Knoxville.
I wonder if they're still around. No,
They were
would
still around back in the 80s and 90s, I know.
Huh.
They were usually down next to Big Bird.
No, there's no place to buy groceries.
I know, and that's an issue. Well, once you go to the farmer's market, it's not a regular.
You can't get everything there.
No.
I love this next building.
So this 19 has expanded, but I think this was actually 2 bays because 21 was Perry Friedman, which I wonder if it's associated with Friedman's jewelry. Yeah. But Perry Friedman was in 21 in 1910. And then in 1920, it was W.M. McIntyre Billiards and Ira Watson and Company Dry Goods was upstairs. So again, like it's interesting how everything shifts around, yeah. And then in 1930, 21 was Hobson Hub's department store. So there's a picture of Hub's department store. So we'll look at that. No, it
So
should be labeled
what's
Hub's.
upstairs in these buildings now? Just storage or
It seems
offices?
they seem like small space.
I know for a department store,
yeah.
yeah, but I think it's really small.
It does look small, but when Watson was, it goes back.
Yeah, when you were at Watson's, it was
So
like
here is this Hub's?
Yeah, that's it. That's the building, because right there's that. So that's what it looked like. department store.
So this is different though. Those windows, I think that's not the same brick.
Oh.
So it could be that one. See
Yeah,
how
it
those
could be
windows
that
are
one.
changed? Yeah, because it looks like some stuff has changed on that one. Although, wait a minute, let's see. This right here is that one. See, look, if you look at the brick.
So they've taken the subways. The subway looks like a more modern building.
Right, Subway has changed, and I figured they had to move windows. This is where Subway is. Wait a minute now. That can't be right. What is this? Where is this? Because if this is that, oh, maybe where Subway is
Yeah.
at the top.
Was this Andy's right here? Was this Andy's or was that down there?
But I'm
Andy
talking
Ray's
about
place, Vagabond.
this. Looks like here. See, it's got the little, look right here. It's got this little 4 checkerboard thingy, and it's in between those two pieces of molding.
Yeah. Yeah. That is that.
Right. That is that.
That is that.
So this would be where Subway
Subway
is.
was.
Yeah.
And then maybe we'll see over there that that's that.
Oh yeah, because with the lights on it. Okay.
Okay. So we're in 1930, 21 was this 21 was Hobson Hub's department store, and then we have a Hub's department store, so maybe it moved.
Well,
Moved over to 23.
Yeah.
oh, is that a ghost
Seen
sign?
there are 3 bricked-in windows.
You see a ghost sign? Yeah. See the
Yeah,
ghost
and I
sign?
think that building has come down shorter because it looks like it's a little bit taller in this picture.
That picture looks like the building.
See if you look at this one, Jennifer. This is this right here, and
Oh, it does.
it does. You're right. You're right. So this right here, what is this? So where is?
So in Unit 23, in 1910, was Benjamin Talent Soft Drinks and J.V. Fowler Restaurant.
Right. So this right here, you're right.
And
This
then in
one is that small
1920,
one, and this one is the one with the lights on it.
in 1920,
Yeah, I think you're right.
this was Kaiser Brothers Wholesale Produce. And for any of you all that are familiar with one of my latest listings on Armstrong Avenue,
Yes.
and also 1015 Luttrell Street, the current listing, Kaiser Brothers both lived in those. Kaiser family members lived in those.
I can't afford Luttrell though.
Right. Okay. All right. So then 23 and a half was Marshall Lee Shoes.
So is that upstairs or is that? Oh, and a half.
And then 1930, this was still Kaiser Brothers Wholesale Produce.
Okay.
So produce and shoes.
Company that you mentioned, were they selling soft drinks or were they bottling?
They
them?
were making soft drinks.
So the hub store is this tall building down here.
Remember, things could have shifted.
I'm trying to read what the ghost sign says.
And you probably have to get back.
So 1925, I'm sorry, number 25, Market Hardware and Harness in 1910.
Another harness.
More harness.
Competitive harnesses.
That's right. In 1920, George Fraser Barber.
There we
And
go,
in
Rusty. We got a barber.
1930,
Oh, yay.
First
In
one.
1930. Okay, here we go. Where's my mother?
Over here.
White Stores.
Oh,
White
right.
Stores was here. Do you remember when?
Woo.
No, it wasn't here by that time. By the time you were. So this is White Stores. Well, this is 1930, but I thought maybe they had stuck around a while.
The White Stores, they were down on Cumberland.
White Stores was everywhere.
Along with Kaz Walker.
Okay. So this one, this is the one that.
I noticed the Kaz Walker store.
Kingston Pike is,
Yeah.
So the
going
picture's
down.
here. We've discovered the picture here.
This
for
picture is the lights.
The
This is-
popcorn. Yeah. that
Yeah.
one.
And this is that one.
Nice.
27.
Oh, there, I see.
27 is Roger McGuire soft drinks.
Damn, there's a lot of soft drinks. Kind of explains why we're addicted to soft drinks around here.
And then it was Square Grocery Store. Square Grocery Company.
Hmm.
And then by 1930, it was still Square Grocery Company.
What was it in 10?
White Stores Grocery Company.
Oh, okay, yeah. So you got your competition.
Yeah, they were competing here together. In 1910, 27 was Roger McGuire.
Oh, okay.
Hmm.
So what was this one? This one on this picture says Hubs. But I don't know, look at this sign.
Somebody's living upstairs in this one. Oh, Tack Insight.
29 in 1910. This was Kaiser Brothers. I remember shifting and moving and right. And then it was in 1920 L.O. Rogers and Sons Grocery.
Huh.
There's a lot of grocery over here.
Looks like a shoe store. It doesn't. It says department.
And then Housley and Long Furniture Company.
Oh.
Yeah.
Housley and Long
That's what the
Furniture.
sign is. I mean, the picture.
Housley is the picture.
It's
Housley and Long.
Look here, Rebecca. He's got the picture. There's the sign from
Housley and Long.
Housley and Long Furniture.
okay, because I'm trying to zoom into the sign here. It's hard to see when you zoom in to this sign, but these look like shoes. So this is 1938, so it could be later.
Yeah.
You said these buildings are kind of shotgun.
Yeah, they're long.
Do they go all the way back to the alley?
Yes.
Yes. Because there used to be a parking lot behind.
But Watson's had a basement.
Yeah, there's yeah,
Underground.
Watson's- yeah, and some of them go like Watson's had a basement. So some of
Yeah.
them go down.
Because I used to park up there and walk right.
Uh-huh. Yep.
Knoxville TVA Employees Credit Union. I'm not a member, but I know the jingle.
So 31 here. In 1910, JF and Company, or JF Walker and Company Tinware.
Hinware?
Tinware, T-I-N-ware. Tin. Tinware.
Okay, oh, 10.
And then in 1920, JF Walker and Company Furniture. So he moves into furniture. And
This used to be
then
David Dewhurst's mom's. The elevator's
okay, so this 31 was the Rialto Theater, and there's a
Okay, that's-
picture of the Rialto.
Ooh.
Yeah,
Same time as the Housley Long. So that's,
Rialto. And
Theater.
there's a picture of Rialto Theater on its own too.
Is there a picture of the inside of it?
No, but it's a cool picture from the outside. It's worth looking at. Okay, so over here to 33. So 33 is Jacob Light Grocer, and upstairs, Jacob Light Grocer is 33 in 1930. We're going backwards. Okay.
It's fine.
Number 33 in 1910 was 1920, A. Wells Company, wholesale produce. Okay.
Wow.
And in 1910, G.R. Williams Tinware.
Okay.
There's the Rialto. Yeah, that's the Rialto. Theater. Yeah. Vicky, that's the Rialto Theater. You said that, man. That's the Rialto.
not this one?
No, that's the Rialto. That is it. Yeah, TVA is. Yeah,
And that was what year? 30?
in 30. Yeah, and then she's got a picture of it.
I do.
Tina has
Ronnie.
Ronnie has a picture of the theater. Okay, so in 1910, this was Howard Carnes Harness Shop.
Oh, still harnesses. You love this,
I
don't you?
know. In 1920, W.G. Lowe Harness Manufacturers.
Wow.
And in 1930,
More harnesses, Ronnie.
More harnesses. 3 on this side so far.
Harrison A. Thomas Company Dry Goods.
Okay.
First
the
20
dry
years.
I remember when this was Perulas.
Yeah.
And
So-
what is your, if you were going to a dry goods store, you were going to buy what?
Towels, sheets,
Yeah.
Fabric.
fabric.
Underwear,
There
maybe.
were still
Yeah.
some dry goods store. Well,
Luttrell's.
this was right down here on Gay Street for years, and they moved down to Bomb Drive. Was Knoxville Dry Goods
Oh,
or
yeah,
something?
it
Like
was,
Mass General Store calls itself Dry Goods.
It was,
But they have food.
That's really
Oh,
the
shoot, I
department
can't
store.
think of
And
it.
they moved down on Bomb Drive, but they were
Yeah.
up here forever.
and
on
then they
Gay
also, there
Street.
was a little further down was the, what is the name of that fabric place that moved down onto Paper Mills? Down here. Mill Agent.
Mill
Yeah.
Oh,
Agent.
yeah.
Yeah, Mill Agent.
Okay, so Ruby Sunshine, this is one of my favorites, but I'll tell you why in a minute. But in 1910, it was Harris Pascalis Eating House and Samuel Armada Confectioneries. 1910.
Wow.
Okay.
In 1920, it was the Gold Sun restaurant.
Gold
okay,
Sun?
In 1920, and it was the Gold Sun in 1930. And I remember when they started renovating this, this was just a boarded up section where this window is, and they busted the board out, and there was a hand painted sign that said Gold Sun. Like when it was in there, like they found it. And I bet if I Google it, that was in the newspaper. But it was like gold. I think it was gold leaf. It was beautiful. Yeah, the sun. So.
I like the term eating house.
Yeah. Okay, we'll go over here.
When did it become Perulas? Like the 60s?
Jennifer,
Yes.
you want to skip this up?
Well, that's Wall.
We did Wall.
Was it their theater right here?
There was a theater down there in the James Hotel.
That was
Yeah.
on Wall. That was on our wall. That was on our wall.
Okay, now I'm screwed up because
What number are we on?
even the last even. So this was okay. So on your phones, let everybody get caught up. Go to SH George. Rebecca, do you have the SH? You were asking me. You said
Yeah.
what about this one? And it was the SH George one.
Yeah.
So what was
So this is 34. Oh, this before TV hours. This was a huge row of buildings. We did
Yep.
the Wall Avenue one. Like there was amazing stuff there. So this right here, see this? SH George Department Store. Right here, and it later was in where Grant's. It moved over. At one point, SH George was on the Gay Street corner, but it became Grant's. But in 1910, it was here. What year was it? 1910, it was here. And this is number 34. So then in 1920, this was Armstrong Clothing Company. And in 1930, this was still Armstrong Clothing Company and Factory Outlet Shoe Store
Oh wow. So now we got factory outlets.
in 1930.
Nice.
We'll go here. And that's this section here. This 34.
They're selling clothes, not making clothes.
No, I think they're selling. And then they manufacture somewhere, you know. But I don't think they have a sweatshop here. Yeah. Okay, tell me what number Scruffy City is.
'Cause
I
think
can't see it.
You said
I will.
something about a clothing manufacturer.
Rings a bell, but yeah. Wouldn't be unusual. I'm just trying to figure out like
The West have taken the number down.
Jackson, there
The number's been taken down.
Yeah. So Scruffy City Hall is 32.
Okay. Makes sense.
So 34. So 34 through 36 is dry goods there. Okay. So but then in 1920, this 34 is Armstrong Clothing Company.
Okay.
Yeah.
Name's been done several times, man, in Armstrong.
Yeah. And I don't think that building. I'm not sure what that was. Vicky said my aunt said this was Tucker's record store.
Oh,
On
wow.
the corner?
Yeah, it wasn't.
Was it really? I mean, I remember it funny, but really? For some reason I was thinking it was more in the middle. It's been a long time. But the corner?
Yeah, it's on the corner.
That's where you went to buy records. Was Tucker Record Company. Yeah. That was the place.
So 32.
Here are the numbers.
32. This is 32.
Okay.
32 was Market Square Grocery Company in 1910.
But you think about how many people live there.
It was C.D. Kinney and Company coffee, teas, etc. in
Nice.
1920. And in 1930, it was Harvey's Dry Goods with Ideal Barbershop upstairs. Yeah, and then in 1920. Okay.
So there were lots of dry goods and grocers.
Yeah.
Like you said,
Hardware. This was basically Walmart.
Yeah. If you lived in down,
Sorry,
So much
J-Mo.
better, but yeah.
All right. This was Mavis Shoe. When I
Mavis
was
Shoe.
in the 80s. I remember this was remember Mavis Shoe? Yeah.
I don't think I ever went in there.
And they had like shoes in the like
In
they
the
had
windows?
shoes in the thing. And I got I'm old enough. I got my shoes dyed to match my prom dress time.
Oh, yeah.
And this is where I got some shoes dyed. So if Ronnie, I never lived here, but this is where I got some shoes dyed. to match
For her
my
prom.
dress.
For
Never
prom.
lived on Market Square. Why did we even come down here? That's part of the tour. It's here for old stomping grounds.
Well, at least I got my shoes dyed here. Okay.
Yeah, the harness company
And the
maybe.
third is,
Yeah.
yeah. So this is 30, maybe.
She never had so many harness places in one.
I know, it's so
location, it had
happy.
to be in here.
Okay, then in 1910, this was Dick McMillan and Company Grocers. In 1920, it was Maynard Porta and Company Furniture,
Oh, wow. First furniture store.
and then there was furniture over there.
I wasn't.
Yeah. And then in 1930, it was Vance Armstrong Hardware Company with W.E. and V.F. Gilder plastering contractors upstairs.
Oh wow.
Plastering contractors. I guess we're starting to build houses now, aren't we?
So this should be 28. Number do that.
They don't number them on this side.
Oh yeah, this is 28 right there.
28.
Where?
Okay. So if you can look past all of the stuff, you can see some leaded glass windows
Yep,
up behind
sure
there. They're
can.
beautiful.
Yeah.
So number 28 here in 1910 was not listed. Okay, not listed. In
So it wasn't here.
1920, yeah, it wasn't here. I don't know. In 1920, this was the Huff Eddington department store,
Okay.
and in 1930. It doesn't show up in 1930 either. It must be part of something else. Yeah, I'm unsure of that one.
I want to think that it was probably here before the 1910s.
Something
It's just
just like
something was. You suppose somebody owned it without a business being in it?
Maybe.
Maybe.
It would have said vacant, but-
Maybe they lived in it.
1926. I mean, sorry, building number 26 here.
Seems
So
like a lot of department stores, a lot of
it
competition.
might have been that Huff Eddington department store was taken more than once
Could be.
you know, or
Yeah.
something.
Right.
It could have been.
But some of these do, you go in between, from one to another, there are doorways between.
For example, 24 through 28 in 1910. There's the answer.
Okay.
24 through 28.
It was.
20. Yeah, I read that one.
Wow,
So
they
in
had-
1910, 24 through 28,
Wow.
this whole thing was McBee Trading Company Dry Goods.
So
Wow.
it was a
Okay.
big store.
Yeah, yeah.
They had
And then
four
in
spots.
1920, then 24 through 26, so just these two, was J.H. Webb Company Dry Goods. And then in 1930, 24 through 28 was J.H. Webb Company Department Store. So this was a department store.
Okay.
24.
Yeah, McBee Trading Company, same here. This was just department store.
Okay. Large.
Yeah, it was a big department store. You do? Okay.
On this one?
On 22? Okay.
My wife's great grandparents were married in one of those two windows in 1896. It was a furniture store. They had a contest, and they won the contest. They got married at 7 o'clock on a Thursday afternoon. Over 1,000 people attended.
Wow.
Oh, wow.
But in 1896, 1,000 people probably lived around this area,
Sure. Yeah,
nowhere else. So,
Yeah.
but they won the
The whole
contest.
town.
They won some furniture and stuff, and they actually got married in one of those two windows. Right there.
Cool.
And I
So
brought
cool.
the ladies that own it the information about
Oh, did
it and
you?
stuff. Yeah,
Oh,
I've got some at the house, but I brought it and gave it to them too. But
That's
so
really
I don't know what it is on your first time, but it was a furniture store
Furniture?
in 1896.
So by 1910, it was Peter's Keener Company Shoes and Hats.
Oh, that's cool.
In 1920, it was Christ Keener Shoe Company. So you bought shoes.
Well, I passed it now, though.
And then 1930, it was Hauger the Hauger, which I bet is the hanger. I bet it's a clothing company.
Hmm.
Yeah. This one is, where's the number? I'm just looking for it on it. That's a pretty large building. Look how wide that is. Is this an Alice in Wonderland thing?
Yeah.
Alice in Wonderland. It's some kind of a party.
So 18 through 20,
Oh.
18 through 20, in 1910 was J.S. Hall and Sons Clothing.
Oh, wow.
Part of Hall, later Hall Brown.
Yeah, just Hall's plural.
Yeah.
And then in 1920, it was J.S. Hall Sons Clothing. And in 1930, I bet we can find a lot of stuff about that place. Dyke's Department Store.
Dykes Department
Dykes.
Store.
Yeah, Dyke's Department Store. And there are pictures, I didn't pull them, but there are pictures of like inside the department store. Yeah, on the department store stuff. Yeah, this was Dyke's Department Store.
Wow.
It'd be fun to even put together like a photo album.
This should be, Amelia should be 16. Look at the safer.
Wonky.
Let me check the address.
Their numbers.
Maybe it's 12.
She's checking the number.
Oh, I've got something on the next one. I love the top of that.
Oh, it's another hair at the top.
16. Amelia's 16. So number 16 in 1910. Is not listed.
Did you say 16 through 18?
I bet it's really 14.
18.
That's 12. So I'm gonna say this is this is 14. So Market Square Drug Company.
Okay.
File, that's a drug company.
And in 1920, Square Drug Company and Johnston and Morrell druggists upstairs.
Mm. Probably did some compounding upstairs.
And in 1930, Lane Drugstore.
Okay, so it stayed a drugstore. And now it's Italian restaurant. Oops, sorry.
So 12.
Ah, we got a 12 on this one.
In 1910 is Eddington Clothing Company. In 1920, it's Eddington Clothing Company.
Oh, wow. So they were long lasting.
And
There's
in
an Eddington Drive in South Knoxville.
I bet it's the same. And in 1930, it's Eddington Clothing Company.
Oh, wow.
So the Eddington's lasted.
Clothing Company.
So do you know what the tomato head was called before they called it the tomato head?
The Flying Tomato.
The flying tomato.
Ah.
And the tomato head used to just be in this
Yeah,
one.
it used to just be there.
And you would come here on Saturday morning and the lawn would be out the door. And you would sit, there was like a little thing, a little platform there, and they had chairs there, and you would sit like right here. It just wasn't, and the kitchen was in there.
Yeah, it was
So
very small.
it was very small. Okay.
This is 12.
So 10 was C.D. Kinney and Company Teas and Coffee, and upstairs was John Yule, a wholesale producer. This was 10 then, I think. Oh, these yeah, I think they got shifted. Yeah, this was 10. Yeah. So. I don't know what was here. There must have been a shift.
A tattoo shop.
Because there's no 10.
How come there were no tattoo shops back then?
Well, maybe it was part of that.
Yes.
Yeah. But by 1930, thank you.
They went to this
By 1930, it's Langston's Cash Store Dry Goods. And on the second floor is O.C. Worley Boarding House. And then also the chain shoe store is upstairs. Yeah.
So you can look down this alleyway and you can see how deep the building is.
Yeah, you can see that.
Oh, that was over. It was over on Broadway.
Okay, so we're missing some buildings here,
I know, my dad and I still want to
right? But at some point, at some point there was Mrs. Annie Carter Barber and C.A. Constantine Restaurant, and it's right here in the hall somewhere. And then James Pittman. So I'm assuming the hall is 6 and 8. And then 4 through 6, which 4 is there. So I don't know, if 4 shifted down, but somewhere in this block was Jim Anderson and Company Grocers in 1910. And then in 1920, 6 through 8, which is I think what's missing here. 6 through 8 was FP Goat Manufacturers Agents. And then
Tina has a question.
yes. I don't. She's not listed.
You don't think she was part of the boarding houses, maybe?
Maybe she was a boarding house. And then, okay, so this in 1930. In 1930, this was the Miller's Annex clothing store. So you went through here
to go to Miller's. By 1930, this was the annex
Was that
entrance.
true?
And if
Jane
you look at
used
the
to work at
pictures,
Miller's. Well, I didn't work at
so right
kids'
here,
bought shoes. That's good. Fried rice, Buster Browns, and all that.
so this
There's
is
a
how
Buster
you
Brown's
went
on Chapman
to
Highway.
Broadway too.
And there's a picture.
We went through one on Chapman.
There in that brown shopping center, but on Rennet. Across from Chick-fil-A.
Oh yeah, yeah,
Buster Brown used to
Yeah.
be on the corner.
yeah. Probably where Adobe liquor store is today.
Yeah,
In
probably.
1910, 4 through 6 was that way. And then 2, which was somewhere in here, and I'm not sure where, was Harbison Shoe Company. I think things shifted between the
Well, that
buildings.
says 4 Market Square, so it's...
But see, this also says, so they've moved.
It's different. So then in 1920, 2 through 4. Where's Ronnie? Here's the real estate agent. John Rogers Real Estate Loans and Insurance, 2 to 4. So he was somewhere over here. So there's the real estate agent.
I think Cafe 4 moved the 4 and put the 4 on the 6.
And then in 1930, Harbison Shoe Company and G.R. Kinney and Company Shoes. And I bet the real estate agent was down there on the corner somewhere. Yeah, this may have changed a whole bunch.
This seems like a lot of the records are kind of.
You're welcome. It's important to be nice to the street.
What were you telling the children?
I was telling the children where
She was telling them where
Hazel's
the brothel
was.
tour
Oh,
starts.
okay.
They're going to New Haven Pizza.
Oh, okay.
So that's the Market Square tour. That's what was here.
And
Groceries.
Petro's at number 2 has recently closed.
That was Tom and Jason's when I worked.
How was it?
Yeah, it was great.
I
What
don't
Tom and
remember
Jason
what any of
served?
this was. I think it was just like
What Tom and Jason served?
Sandwiches and
Oh,
like
okay.
sodas and stuff.
You've been there, and I bet that pizza
You get a bag of
Sutry's
chips
was
or whatever.
called the
guy knew where it was.
shoot. I'll remember it at 2 o'clock in the morning.
What's that?
Call Rebecca, don't call me.
Sutry's was the Mercury Theater when I
Really?
was growing up, and there was a money wall there, and you would go to the money wall somewhere over there, and you would get your last $10 and get into
I thought I went to
the Mercury.
it was
What about your first $10?
I mean, it was usually I didn't have my
Oh,
first
I know.
$10
It was the
was
same
long
thing.
gone.
I know.
First
I
$10.
know. All right.
There's a bill, but I do remember the farmer's market with what we called umbrellas.
Oh, you do?
Yeah, I do remember that down there.
Yeah.
My parents went to Forest Avenue over off UT.
Yep.
And then went where Hackney was on Dale Avenue. We preferred Dale Avenue because you could drive inside the building in the hot summer.
Yeah.
It was cool. Forest Avenue it was bad. It was a bad place to go getting produce.
I went through there.
Oh, it was just so hot.
You drove in there.
Yeah,
And
and
then
you
they
just
gave
parked wherever you could find a spot down on Forest and Grand Avenue.
Yeah.
I mean, for the farmers, that's where all the stuff come in. My younger brother used to go down and unload banana trucks.
Oh, wow.
The big bundles of bananas that came in and stuff, and you had to watch these giant spiders that would be mixed in with them and stuff.
Oh my God.
Sounds kind of fun.
My older brother worked at the Sentinel inserting inserts in the newspaper by hand.
That was
And when they would
banana spiders.
And when they would come home, him and the guy lived next door to us, my dad would meet them in the driveway with a hose and soap and water.
That's what-
Because they were so covered in soot from the inserts, ink soot.
That's
He'd
when
wash them down before he'd ever let them in the house.
But the Sentinel was an afternoon paper then.
Yeah, afternoon paper back then.
Because the Journal was
but
morning paper.
Afternoon,
Right.
Monday through Saturday was afternoon.
Journal was Monday through Friday in the morning.
Yeah.
Monday through Saturday in the
And
morning.
the Sentinel was the afternoon, right?
Well, it's Sunday morning was the
Yeah.
Sentinel.
Right.
That's the one that had all the inserts and
Yep.
stuff in it. It was so big. Yeah.
I remember. The That was the paper to get. It was the Sunday paper. All the ads, the coupons.
Coupons, yeah.
Sunday comics.
Yeah.
Merry Christmas, everybody.
This is the last local lore of 2025, right?
Yep.
The last one of
The
2025.
last one, and the schedule's up online. And next year we're gonna stay downtown, but we're gonna do it a little different. We're gonna do it like by themes. Like I have restaurants and I have hotels, and instead of just sticking to one street, we just run all over the place and go by theme.
So that's when Tina's Hazel Davidson episode will air.
Yeah, I'll just do a pop up like the houses.
I wish we could.
Hazel's down. It went down.
No, I think it was off
No, it was
Broadway.
on Mitchell.
Okay.
Off Cherry Street.
And you know this.
'Cause I lived over in that area, and Channel 10, I mean, it was always
It was
neat
East
when there
Knoxville.
was a raid going to happen. That when you walked in, the girls were just sitting in chairs, and the cameras and everything. Everybody, you know, there was not a guy
Because
in
Hazel,
the place.
because Hazel
I know
knew
she
when
didn't get a phone call.
No.
telling her on the way or nothing.
Hazel did come up during Sequoia Hills, though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The murder,
Why?
the murder,
Murder.
The murder.
The murder.
Yeah, there was a murder. We did a murder one.
We did a murder
Sequoia Hills,
mystery.
And the man, a mystery, and the man was associated with Hazel.
and his wife got brutally murdered in their Sequoia Hills home.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, is that the one Dr. Bass wrote about?
Well, I do
I don't
know
remember.
something I know.
All right, I'm off.
It's like